What's up, guys? It's Mitch with SC Weather. Hope y'all have had a great day. I want to give y'all an update on what looks like maybe a hurricane that we were going to be dealing with. It's going to make some direct impacts to the state. Looking at you, Myrtle Beach, for sure. And I just want to dive deep into this because this is big. This is going to be our first real threat. And it looks to really impact our state somehow, for sure. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Currently in my shed, got a storm going on here in Lexington, South Carolina. And it's just humid, it's hot, and I'm trying to get to the point where I can buy better equipment, so please subscribe. I'm trying to get monetized by the end of the year and just be an awesome way to support me, and I will definitely appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all just for watching. So that's that, and let me get past that, guys, but I just want to say that things have definitely shifted as far as the intensity. Maybe not so much as where this thing is going as yesterday, but that was awesome. I made that happen just for y'all, okay? Just for y'all. Anyways, let's keep rolling here. So, check it out. This is the cone of uncertainty by the National Hurricane Center. It's got it forecast going to a hurricane now, 75-mile-per-hour storm. That's a big deal considering the fact that this thing was looking like it was going to struggle to really strengthen. And, you know, check it out. See that H right there near Myrtle Beach, right off the coast? If it's a hurricane that close to Myrtle Beach, you got to bet that there's going to be direct impacts to Myrtle Beach. I don't know how, but it is really looking like this thing may make some kind of landfall in North Carolina. So check it out, tropical storm watches for parts of the east coast of Florida. So this is really a big deal. And by the way, right now it's the 5 p.m. advisory. By the time maybe some of y'all might watch this, it might be at the 8 or 11 o'clock advisory. So disregard that if that is the case. But it's got 60-mile-per-hour winds. I believe so. Am I seeing that right? Yes, sustained 60-mile-per-hour winds. Maximum sustained. So that's one thing to look at. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to start straight with you guys with the European model, and we're going to go say the best for first, the first for best, if you will. So check it out. This is for Saturday morning. That's already 977 low. So that is definitely a hurricane already in the Bahamas and inching close to the east coast of Florida. That's why tropical storm watches are up. This is Sunday morning. That is still probably a high-end tropical storm, a hurricane. If it's considered a National Hurricane Center, this is going to be a hurricane right here. So check it out. It's that classic straddle to southeast coast. And we get into Tuesday morning. This is where the European is saying this storm's going to be a full-fledged, maybe a low-end Category 1 hurricane right off the coast of South Carolina. And check, I got a question mark. This is for Tuesday. Check it out. This is the wind speeds off the European model. And, you know, it's got a clear visible eye going right into the Cape Fear area, the Wilmington area, Wrightsville Beach and stuff like that. Hurricanes love to make a landfall when they're doing the curve thing here. So that is something big we need to watch out. This is European for Tuesday evening. It's making landfall and going into the coastal plains of North Carolina. So if it makes that path with the European, it's going to have direct impact. And check it out. This is the setup here. You got high pressure that's pushing it, that's kind of retrograding enough westward to kind of push this, but you got a trough coming. So it's got to fit in the weakness of the high pressure and out in front of the trough. So it's got to squeeze in between that somehow. So it's going to do everything it can to squeeze, and eventually it'll phase out as it moves north. But check it out, the trough right there, which is always a saving grace for us in the Carolinas to avoid direct go in and just smash in landfall like Hurricane Hugo did. It kind of saves the day and sweeps it on out of here, but not before already hitting North Carolina possibly. And you know, landfall is not the question for the northeastern coast of South Carolina too. Sorry, I'm talking really fast, guys, and my bad if you're not fully understanding me, but this is European model for precip totals and precipitation totals. And you can see the rainfall stretch as it goes right into the eastern corner of the state into North Carolina. You can tell, but check out, I got that circled area with 2 arrows there because the trough is going to create moisture too. So even if we don't get moisture off the hurricane or the tropical storm, whatever it is, of Isaias, we're definitely probably going to get an influx of moisture from the front, the trough moving through. So let's just show the UK Met here. The UK Met has it Same thing, strong, very similar. And you see the trough coming, and that's a hurricane. 989 is a low-end hurricane. And right off the coast, it has a little bit further, I guess you can say, east off the coast of South Carolina, but it still hasn't made landfall right into the Outer Banks and things like that in far eastern areas of North Carolina. Trough comes, but the trough is a little different on the UK Met, and it has it as a daggone hurricane hitting New England, places like Boston. So, I mean, that's wild, man. So UK Met shows where the heaviest precipitation is. As you can tell, a little bit more east going into the Outer Banks, and really the heavy precip shield from Isaias really doesn't even affect the state on that. So that's that. Now, another thing I want to show y'all is the GFS. GFS is making noise too. This is the GFS for Saturday evening. It has it pretty much as a full-fledged low-end or high-end tropical storm, low-end Category 1 hurricane. And it has it off the coast of eastern coast of Florida. It has it strengthened big time, what it looks like over the jet stream. Those waters right there off the coast of northern Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. That's where the Gulf Stream. So waters are close to 90 degrees. So there's a lot of quick strengthening over that area because of the super warm water. So that is going to be super interesting how quick it strengthens as it's kind of straddling the coastline. But gets close to Myrtle Beach. Look how close the GFS gets it. And it looks really tight, meaning it's kind of a tight gradient hurricane. The precip shield isn't far out, so this thing's going to have to get really, really close and actually probably make landfall in South Carolina for that precip shield to make it into places like the Midlands of South Carolina and things like that. So we get into the next frame. This is about midday Monday morning, and it's starting to make landfall again near Wilmington, maybe the Outer Banks area, and it goes all the way inland to eastern North Carolina as a full-fledged hurricane. Maybe not a super strong hurricane, but a Category 1. So, and it moves out, and it's still straddling the coast. So, very, very interesting scenario here. As we have pretty much major model runs making landfall hurricane. It wasn't like that 2 days ago. It really wasn't even like that yesterday. And it could continue to shift eastward. It doesn't make any landfall today, but things have actually ticked a little west today, making it more chances of interacting with land. Sorry, I'm putting my hand through my hair so much. It's just hot. I'm starting to sweat. And so here's the GFS ensemble runs. They're really tight, guys. Meaning it's basically they've clustered together, and it's signaling that this thing might really know where it wants to go right now. And this is the European, the EPS, same thing, very similar to the GFS, just clustered up and know where it wants to go. And a lot of them are making landfall in North Carolina and making big impacts even in our state in South Carolina. Maybe Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is the key area I'm talking about here. It just depends on how much it ticks east. I meant west. So check it out. GFS rainfall totals here. You can tell that this thing might have more of a punch to it on the west side and on the east side. I say that because even when the center, even the center of the hurricane getting so close to Myrtle Beach, there's not showing a whole lot of rainfall. Here's a close-up look even in Myrtle Beach, and that's right off the coast. The heaviest rain is right off the coast. But so if you're wanting things like how windy it's going to be for places of the state, I think right now, if I had to make a call right now, it would be gusty in places like the Midlands of South Carolina. Along the coast, it'll be very, very breezy. Myrtle Beach, maybe a chance of tropical storm winds. Hurricane winds, I doubt it right now, unless this thing continues to tick west, which it could. So, I made a cool graphic, and it's very straightforward, and check it out. Easy to understand. There's no specifics about this at all. So the yellows extend all the way into the Midlands of South Carolina. Just stay aware. Everybody's going to stay aware, especially if you love weather. But stay aware as in, this thing could make a drastic shift west in this amount of time, and it's possible to the point where we might get direct effects. Direct effects may not be hurricane force winds, guys. It could be some rain bands, some breezy conditions, and things like that. Stay alert area. If you're in that county, if you know where your county is, it's an area where you could definitely likely see some kind of impacts from this. The be prepared area, you're going to see impacts. I think you'll see impacts even if there's no damage. You're going to see impacts. You're going to see rain bands. You're going to see winds. The North Carolina, I'm watching that. I might extend the red area to be prepared area deeper into North Carolina, especially if the trends continue with pushing this thing as a hurricane into North Carolina. But no evacuation. To me, I feel like you need a high-end category 1, 2 to feel like you need to evacuate, because I just based that off of what I would do. If I had a house down on the coast, even if I had kids, unless this thing's getting closer to a category 2, I'd probably ride it out. Now, if I could get them more inland, I would. But if it was just me personally, I would ride it out. I mean, I wouldn't want to leave my home. But that's just me. So, you know what? I'm pretty much done talking about Isaias. But I do want to bring this up. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. It doesn't look like I am. So I do want to bring up this. Check it out. And this might change. There is another disturbance and another strong, vigorous tropical wave coming out the coast of Africa. 50% chance to develop into a depression or storm, and in the next 5 days. And this would be Josephine if it forms. So you know, it's just crazy. Here's another graphic. This is the GFS from 12Z. It shows it a week out from today, halfway across the Atlantic. Where's it going to head? But it's strengthening. It might be a tropical storm already. So we got to watch that. It might turn into a big deal. It might not. Isaias has had a lot of hype on it, and it's starting to turn into a big deal. So you just don't know. So that's my update. For our state, Myrtle Beach is the main area I want to say that y'all need to look out for, because it won't take much of a shift for y'all to get a landfall hurricane right in Myrtle Beach. So, like I said, please subscribe if you haven't. Please like, please add a comment, share this video. It would be much appreciated. I'm trying to grow, and I appreciate every single one of y'all who watch this. I really do, and that's all I got. Y'all have a blessed night.